Hey, everybody, how we all doing? We are back, and we are going to try and see if we can get this oats into the ground. Basically, we're back off the last episode, you know. Yeah, I want to get oats into this ground simply because I've got canola in one field, oats in another. This should give me a nice amount of straw as well, which I'm going to leave for the cows. I do have, I do have that mod installed where I can get straw from basically anything and everything if I wish to. Uh, Not everything, but it's going to allow me to get more. I do have a little bit of money in the bank, and I am thinking about getting another fill, but I'm going to wait on that. I think. Let's just see how it all goes. So, yeah, another episode for you all. Again, I'm going to say, if you haven't watched the last episode, I did explain what's going on, and I'm going to explain again. Just so you all know, I'm going to put the GPS on because it does help to a degree. Although I find it patchy at times. You know. There we go. Yeah, I will have a little look at a minute to see if there's any contracts about it. If there is, then I will get a worker doing this. It depends, because I want to make as much money as I can. I need to, but yeah, there's a lot going on in my personal life at the moment. Apart from illness of the family, my little girl especially, she got hit pretty hard with some mystery illness, and it just ripped through the family. Set up AI worker. Yeah, I've got you. Let's get you going. Now, let's see. But yeah, we got hit pretty hard, and then I lost my father-in-law to cancer, so we haven't been able to get much out, but I want to get more episodes of this out and do as much as I can as soon as I can, really, because I want to progress. I want to do this series, get another series up going. Cultivating job, not too bad. They're both nearby, so let's have a look. So there's any harvesting. It's not really. It's just veg harvesting, which is not really anything to write home about. Few ploughing ones, spraying. There is. Oh, that's not too bad. It gives me a chance to use something I haven't used before, and a big machine at that. So, done. Yeah. So we've got that active. And I might just do the cultivating one because I can just set a worker off on it and let it do its thing. There we go. Okay. Bell wrapping. And there we go. Right. Let's get to work. I'm going to get this cultivator to the field. We'll get that cultivating job started. And then we'll get on with spraying. It's nice to use big machines every so often. Sooner or later, I will get to the point where I have this. I mean, I want to do some. I want to get some more episodes done, and try and get more out a week of Moss Valley. Because I do want to do other things. There is a challenge that I did put out, which I am intending, the Sunday Lunch Challenge, which I am intending on taking on soon. I mean, that was more of the whole idea of that one is more for live streaming. Just so you know as well, I don't believe there's going to be any more multiplayer content coming for a fair while. Simply because, yeah, well, everybody's busy and it is what it is. And I think at the moment, solo is the best way forward. I think it is what it is. You know, I can't control what life throws at me. If people are busy, too busy to message, then that's on them, isn't it? It's not on me. You know, and I don't know what's going on the other end, so it is what it is. I am looking to do a cooperative, or I'm thinking about doing a another multiplayer in terms of well, yeah. I will get the words out eventually. You know, if you ever had that moment and you're finished, you've ran out, great. If you ever had that feeling where you're getting work, try to talk and then you just get tongue-tied. But yeah, I mean, I have been thinking about doing a competitive multiplayer. That's the word I was coming up with. Competitive multiplayer, and I was originally going to do it with Gizmo, but again, I think he's busy, so I don't think that's going to happen. So it is what it is. So not much I can do about that. But if there is anybody out there, other content creators that are watching, and they fancy a competitive multiplayer scenario, let me know in the comments below, or reach out to me on Discord, Facebook, and we'll set something up. Simple as, you know. I've got a perfect map for it as well. New Frontier is the one I would be thinking of, because it's all flat. It's not completely flat, but it'd be perfect. Like No Man's Land. I miss Alien Gym. But then again, No Man's Land, it did come through from FS19, then on FS22. So, free games version of it, maybe not. You know. Or at least a new map similar to it. But the only one at the moment is New Frontier, I believe, at the moment. So, we'll see. The game's still new, so more might come. That's the spraying done. Let's get you over to, well, get you out of the way. I'm going to empty your tank and see if I can claim it. You never know. Might be able to. You know, we'll see. It might just disappear because it's fertilizer from the contract. So, well, not fertilizer, say herbicide from the contract, but if it doesn't disappear, yoink. So we've got this contract as well, and I like to call it the bale can. I don't know if it's going to do it this time because these are round bales. It's been doing it with the square bales, but I'm not above trying it on the round to see if it works. So it doesn't work with the other one. So mainly I'm using the Linda as well. So, you know, why not? You know, I quite like this. It's a nimble, small little nimble one. I'll tell you what though, this area, that little farm, might be worth looking into. Might be worth it. But it's a little one. Oh yes, it works still. Yeah, 10 points. Oh yeah, I love it. Oh, whoops. That didn't go well, did it? I can't get enough of that bell cannon. I really can't. Let's get some work done, eh? we're nearly there. I've only got one more after this one to do, and we should have completed this contract. I do need to think about getting a bigger seeder soon because it's getting a bit annoying. And that's just one fill. It's the third fill up. So, wee. But then obviously now that I've got the Fiat, it's now 180 horsepower, so that gives us a nice bit of leeway. It's not going to be a major upgrade when I get a new seeder, but it's going to be big enough. I mean, the fields on here are a lot bigger than what I thought they are when I got the seeder, but then again, I was going also for the cheapness. So, you know, I need to get you back because it's been sitting in this field for a while now. It just makes sense getting you home, plugged away. Yeah. So 15 mile an hour is Dominator, you know, it's a Dominator. Very typical for Britain. Just getting the last remaining sects, so there's not that much left to do, which is good. I like that. I'm happy with that. It's just the odd little bits that the worker failed on. Not a lot though, considering. Yeah. So I hope everyone's alright. We are literally now coming into the third month of the year. So, well, I'd say coming in. By the time this airs, we'll be in the third month. I do these as blocks. So, usually 2, maybe 3 episodes at a time. I'll sit there and record for about, if I can, about 3 to 4 hours worth. Slight stop in between to refill my cup of tea, and that's about it. You know, that's if I'm still awake at that point. So literally, as soon as I finished the last episode recording it, then I started recording this one. That's how it goes. So we really need to think about getting through to the next day as well. I mean, it's now 3:08 in game, so we're on 1-to-1 timer. So you know, it's enough to do whatever. It's not a problem, but we do want to get progressing because, well, it's 1-to-1 time, and the little bits do not change. They do not. The productions do not deliver as fast if it's 1-to-1. So, and as you can see, it's starting to get dark. So, well, what do you expect? It is November. You know what I mean? So, next month, December. Nearly there now. Nearly there now. And it's literally this last little segment. That is it. And then we are done for this drilling. I'm going to pop this drill away. It took 4 runs. 4 refills before it was done. So, it's only 3 meters as well. So it's not exactly a massive seeder. But, you know. That's another thing. And like I said, I want to progress nicely enough to pay off some of that loan and get rid of the loan. I don't want to keep the loan any longer than I have to, but I do need the money from it for other stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I am thinking about getting some bees down. We can make some money on the thingamajig, the honey. That's it. And then hopefully find some flat enough areas to start getting some productions going. At least that's the plan. I mean, I can, on the grass field, I might be able to put a, the one that's at the farm, I might be able to put a production on that, but it's not very flat. So, I don't really want to mess it up, if I can help it. So, I don't know, I mean, I'll just have to find some random field, buy it, and then place some productions down. But then again, as well, in the forests, I could buy the other half of the forest and see if I can find the entrance to it. I still don't know where the actual entrance is to that forest. I'm going at the moment through the hedges just to get to it. So, which, well, I'm not exactly one for full-on realism, but I play in the aim of enjoyment rather than playing to be full-on realistic most of the time. So I do well. I'm not saying that playing it realistic is not enjoyable. It is, because I am planning a little something else very soon. I am waiting for the map to drop, or at least to come to me. And I'm not saying what map it is. All I can say is I am helping to beta test it. So, because that is part of my bag is as a beta tester, which does sometimes drive the modders a bit crazy because I have a habit of ripping a mod to pieces and deliberately try and break it just so I can find out what is wrong with it. It's all in the aim of constructive criticism and not in ha ha ha, you cracked up, you've done it, but I don't release any information about any maps or mods that I test. Not unless, I mean, this is one of them that I beta tested, one of the maps. But this was a public beta test by, so it's, it is what it is, and this is still the beta map. The Moss Valley is yet to come out still. So Giants, hurry up, get on with the testing, please. It's doing. I know it's doing the modders a lot of, but yeah. And I do respect the modders, so there's a lot of work that goes into map making. And trust me, I've been looking into it recently. So that's what I'm going to say on that one. I've been looking into it. And I just can't seem to wrap my head around it. So I may just stay on this side of the fence and continue doing the testing. So, and as well, by the way, if there's any modders that are watching and you'd like me to beta test, just reach out to me, and I'm happy to do so. I can tell you now, and I swear to God, nobody else will find out any information. Strictly between us, simple as. But yeah, right now, I am going to take this back to base, and I think I'm going to see you all in the next episode when it's another new day. So, thank you all for watching, take care, and God bless yourselves.